Hey guys, how's it going? Mega Gears here. So I decided to give a quick rundown review discussion on Ginger Dread. It is a indie comic by Larry King. If you follow him on Twitter, his Twitter handle is Larry King Undead, and he is an independent artist and comic creator. Now, within our community of just people that are really into comics and things like that, we've got some really cool artists and really cool talent that do their own things. And I know since we're kind of disappointed with the state of comics right now, there's a lot of people putting forth the work and effort to create new original ideas that's sorely lacking in the industry, unfortunately. So here's one book that I really like by Larry King, is Ginger Dread. It is a cyberpunk, noir story. The first thing that you'll notice is that it's a smaller booklet format in black and white. Now, I don't know what it is, but cyberpunk seems to work really well with either darker tone, muted colors, neon colors, or black and white, with the especially when it's like kind of like a noir type tale. Now, the main character Ginger was put in stasis. Not much explanation is given, except there's a quick flashback in, I think, book 2, where somebody offered her like $50 to try this stasis pod or something like that. She's like, sure, okay, I'll do it. And she wakes up from stasis way in the future, where she ends up getting sold into like basically a human slave for this weird gelatinous kind of like creature. And he puts like a locator in her, and he owns her. It's pretty messed up, but it's also strange at the same time. And her costume design is probably one of the things I really like. She has like kind of like a yellow type like shirt and pants or whatever, but she has like these crazy like I guess you could say what would you say, with a striped socks that actually have nano machines in them, and she can use them as weapons, like to like transform her legs into like knives or something like that. But it's because of the socks, so she can use them as weapons, and they slice through everything. There's actually a scene in there where she actually gets picked on by these I guess they're robot cops, or it's a gang of androids, and she like slices them up. It's kind of like a comedic scene, but also just shows that Ginger Dread, or the main character Ginger, is got kind of like a sharp wit about her and's got some pretty good street smarts. That's also another thing, how it kind of plays to the noir format, in which she does a lot of internal monologuing. So it leaves a lot of potential for a lot of world building. So if you ever did decide to do some crossovers with certain other books that he's working on, or other properties, or just expand on it, there's a lot of stuff that he can do with it. This is just a brief rundown, but if you are interested, he did some scans and things like that on his Twitter page that kind of give you a good glimpse and preview of it. And his art style has like an interesting kind of minimalistic cartoon noir. Like it's interesting. It's like a neo classic art style with a kind of different flair to it than you see in normal other comics. So it's very distinctive. He's done a lot of really cool cyberpunk pieces, and he's also working on another interesting story, and he's just working on it right now. But definitely check him out on Twitter to keep up with other things and projects he's working on. And he also has a YouTube channel where he talks about a lot of other different comics, the comic industry, movies, pop culture references with movies and comics. I've been on a couple of those streams. If you want some really cool, meaty conversations with things that aren't just, ranting or things like that, but also have, people that know a lot about comics, because he has a very good wealth of knowledge when it comes to like a lot of 90s and 80s stories and things like that with comics. Definitely check it out, and let me know what you think about Ginger Dread, if this is something that interests you, or any questions you might have about it. And I know a lot of us are into cyberpunk, and there's a lot less of it, so it's always cool to see creators doing comics like that and coming with original ideas. So let me know what you think, and like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next.